What's up, guys? MarcTheGreatest here. In today's video, I want to talk about the importance of having authenticity in our lives. And I think authenticity can come in many forms, but I think today I'm going to really talk about being authentic within yourself and why it's important. I think when a person is authentic with themselves, I think they won't bottle, their emotions as much, and they won't lie to people as much. And it's like when you lie to people, I think this is a huge thing. And this is something that I could personally work on as well. But it's like when you lie to people, you have to remember a lie to keep up with a lie. And if you keep up with the lie, that's only a suppressed feeling that you're really not expressing to people. Lying is basically suppressed feelings that aren't being expressed. Let me say that again. All lying is suppressed feelings that aren't being expressed. So when you're lying, you're not revealing what something actually is. And that can be very detrimental to our health, our mental health. And I was listening to a podcast with Soul, and I believe his name is Sean, and he talks about how depression is at an all-time high. Suicide rates are at an all-time high. Drug addiction is at an all-time high. Why? Because people are not being authentic with themselves. Now, I'm not saying to be blunt all the time, because a situation may not call for that. And sometimes, it could be at the cost of your job. It could be at the cost of your life. So it's like sometimes, you don't want to be all the way blunt all the time, but there are times where you need to be authentic, where you need to be real. There are times where you need to have the hard conversations, the deep, authentic conversations with people, and even with therapists, and even with family members, because if you suppress that for so long, for years and years at a time, that's going to eat at you. That's going to eat away at your soul. And one thing I heard from the podcast of Soul say is being fake is the lowest vibration that you can live at. Let me say that again. Being fake can be the lowest, or is the lowest vibration that a person can live at, because you're not being real. You're hiding something. And when you're hiding something, that takes a toll on you. That's going to eat it. That eats away at your soul. When you lie, when you don't say what's really real. And to be honest, guys, a lot of times when we lie, other people can pick up on that. People aren't dumb, People can read when you're lying. People can pick up when something is wrong. I've experienced this for so many times in my life, where people have asked me, Mark, are you okay? And there are times where I said yes, when really the answer was no. There were times where I lied about how I was doing. It's so many times where I said, yes, I'm okay. And it was only to cover up what was really going on. Or I was afraid of what other people would think and say about me if I did reveal what was really going on. And in many ways, and in, all those times it backfired at me. All those times I lied, it backfired. It only made things worse. So sometimes you need to come out with the truth and say, hey, listen, I'm not doing all right. Hey, listen, this is the way it is. Yes, it may hurt on the front end, but it's going to feel great on the back end. And see, when you lie, it's the inverse. It's the opposite. It's like, yeah, it may feel good on, on the front end, but you're going to be hurting real bad on the back end. You know what I mean? When you lie. And I'm here to tell you guys to reveal anything that you may be going through in your life to a therapist, to a family member, to someone you can really trust. I'll say that. Reveal the truth to someone you trust that is going to hold what you say sacred and is not just going to tell anybody, but are going to either keep it to themselves or tell someone else that is worthy of having the information. But I'm just here to tell you guys to be authentic because it'll save you a lot of pain. It'll save you a lot of heartache and bad thoughts. It'll save you. And I know this from personal experience because there are so many times, there are times where I've lied and it backfired and it hurt me. And then there are times where I told the truth where it hurt. It hurt on the front end, but it felt real good once it was out. And once you have that release of telling the truth, you feel like a weight is off your shoulders. You feel like, that thing that you perceived was real heavy. Like all of a sudden it just became really light. Like that's the truth. The truth, it seems heavy or it might be heavy, but once you release it and once you start grabbing it, it's very light. It's like anchors chained to your feet or anchors chained to your hands. And like once those anchors feel light, you can jump up and move around. The truth is just like that, guys. And I'm just here to tell y'all to be authentic in your life. Be authentic with the people that are dear to you, because when you lie, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting those that are dear to you, your family, your friends, your acquaintance, like staff members, co-workers. People know when you lie, and when they see that you lie, it hurts them. It hurts them knowing that you deserve better, knowing that you deserve a good life. And I think so many of us live with the hurt and the shame, the guilt, the anger that comes with lying. And some of us haven't really told ourselves, like, hey, I deserve better than this. Why am I living like this when I know for a fact I can live better? When I know for a fact there are people out here that are living great lives, that don't live in fear, that don't live in lies, but live in truth and authenticity, and they're flourishing, and they're spreading their wings, and they're flying like an eagle. But when you lie, you're just a caged bird that's anchored and chained and can't seem to move. So I'm encouraging you guys to be authentic when you can. Be authentic when the time calls for it. Be authentic so that you can spread your wings and fly. Have a great day, everyone. Mark the Greatest. Peace.